Welcome back to Mad Marketing's YouTube channel where we share marketing strategies and leadership tactics. Today, we're going to be discussing Google Ads optimization, more specifically, Google Shopping Ads, and how you can make small tweaks to your product feed for your ads to get greater impressions, greater click through rates, and higher likelihood of you increasing your revenue. Now, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, especially if you're looking to learn more about digital marketing, everything from SEO to email marketing and beyond. Now, let's jump in. First, we want to discuss your images. As most of you are familiar, your images play a crucial role in your Google shopping experience. This is because your image is the first thing your potential customers pay attention to when browsing on Google, when shopping on Google. Some key pointers here for you to take home with you and try and implement right away is taking a look at what your competitors are doing. Now, let's say you own a boutique clothing shop and you're selling a black dress. You notice that the competitors that are showing up in the same search and the same SERPs as you are showing a similar black dress or variations of black dresses. However, they're all shown on a mannequin. Now, you also have your black dress shown on a mannequin and you're doing as the others do, which is okay until you realize your actual goal is to stand out. Don't mimic your competition. Don't try to beat your competition. Just be better. Be your best. So, if everyone is doing the same thing and showing the black dress on a mannequin, you can take it a step further. Get an actual live model and take product shots of your black dress on an actual model. This way, when everyone is looking at this black dress on a mannequin that doesn't give a full figure, a full body frame, a full complete idea of what that dress might look like on themselves, your listing will have that black dress on a real model, giving a real representation of what that dress might look like on your potential customer. So always, always, always take a look at what your competitors are doing. See what you can do to help your image stand out from other images in the SERPs. And that is going to help your ad stand out. Next, your product title. Super important for you to optimize your product title, especially for your targeted keywords. Now, if you're an unknown brand, it's safe to place your brand name at the end of your product title and focus more on getting your most important keywords at the front of your product title. However, if you're a well known brand like Nike, you can place your brand name in the very front of your product title. And the reason for that is a brand name like Nike is actually going to provide added value to your potential customers. Keep in mind, when writing your product title, you have a max character limit of 150 characters. However, what is visible to shoppers on Google is 70 characters. Now, although you want to include your most important keywords early on in your product title, you also want to make sure that that first 70 characters in your product title is legible, makes sense, and is written in good English. You don't want to write a product title that is simply just keyword stuffing, that when read by the average person makes absolutely no sense. This is going to lead to a lack of trust from a potential customer, given that you can't write a proper product title. And we want to avoid that, because as you get more and more people to see your ads, more and more people to come to your website, more and more people to actually purchase, at some point, you're going to want to build a level of trust with your customers so that they can become loyal customers. And we don't want to lose them by writing sloppy product titles. Next, your product description. Also important, however, not typically visible in your actual shopping ad display. But Google allows you to have up to 5,000 characters for your product description. Although people searching for your product won't be willing to read the product description in full, this is okay. They can see the product description on your site's product page if they choose to click on your ad. In your product description, you're also going to want to include your targeted keywords. This is going to help increase visibility and relevancy when people are searching specific keywords on Google. Keep in mind something that is important. Excuse me, guys. I am feeling a little sick. It's been about 2 weeks. This is why I haven't made videos. But I am getting better. And so as soon as I started to feel better, I decided I'm jumping back in here and making a video for you guys. So keep in mind, which a lot of people don't do this, it is so important for your Google shopping ads and for your experience as an advertiser that you optimize your product data feed. Your product title in your product data feed and this product title on your actual website do not have to be exactly the same. You can name your product, whatever it is you're going to name it on your website, and then your product feed, the one that you upload to your Google Merchant Center, can have a completely different product title as long as it's relevant to the product in and of itself. And you can do the same with your product description. A lot of people skip this step, and whatever product description, whatever product title they have on their site, that's the product title that's automatically going to be in their product data feed, which they will then upload to Google Merchant Center. The same with the image links. You can have a different image if you just change the image link in your product feed. You can make your product feed is completely customizable and can actually be different than the one you have on your website. There are some things that need to remain the same, such as price and SKU, but your product title, your product description, you're free to change those and optimize those to better target relevant keywords to get you better performance in your Google Shopping ads. Keep that in mind. Lastly, I want to discuss with you some keyword research tips. Keyword research is probably one of the most important things you can do when advertising digitally, if as long as it's not has nothing to do with display ads. But for your Google shopping ads, for your search text ads, for your organic listings, for blogging, you're always going to want to have an idea of keyword research. You're going to know how to do it. You're going to want to know some tips and some tricks that you can use and that you can implement that will allow you to discover keywords with high search volume and low difficulty, something that you're actually able to rank for. So here's a little trick I like to use when doing keyword research for Google shopping ads. I like to use Moz. Yes, it is a keyword research tool typically used by SEOs for SEOs. However, you can use it to do keyword research for your shopping ads on Google. And it's pretty simple. You will type in your targeted keyword or your desired keyword, and it'll pull up that keyword with the difficulty level if you're trying to rank organically, which is not much use to you. However, it'll give you an estimated monthly search volume of that keyword. So now you have an idea of how many people on average monthly are searching for that keyword monthly, which is good to know when, especially when you're paying for the keyword. So if something comes up and it's 500 searches estimated a month, not bad, but it gives you also a range of suggested keywords that are relevant. And there you can find something there that's about 2,500 searches a month. You can target that 2,500 search volume word for your Google Shopping and include that in your item product title or product description or both. And so now that you have an idea of how many people are searching for that keyword, now they also provide you with something of the percentage of clicks that go to organic listings. So out of 100% of the clicks that happen when searching that keyword, they take a percentage and they tell you this is the percent of clicks that go towards organic listings. And I actually love this. So let's say I'm searching little black dress, and there are 3,000 searches a month, and 60% of clicks are going towards organic listings. What does that tell me right there? 40% of those 3,000 searches are going to ads. And so it gives you an idea of how competitive that actually is. So 1,200 clicks per month are going towards ads. And so you get a pretty granular idea of what you can expect given you're able to capture the impressions. And that's going to depend on your bidding out of the scope of this video. However, now you know how to optimize your product titles for the best results. Put your most important keywords in the front. You have 150 characters total. If you can, feel free to actually use them. Now, that doesn't mean, as I mentioned before, you have to change the product title on your actual site, just in your data feed. The same goes for your product description. Yes, you have up to 5,000 characters. No, nobody's going to read it, but make the best of it. Write a quality product description for your data feed with your targeted keywords. Also, make sure you're using images that are crystal clear and that help you stand out from your competition. If you are already using Moz, great. Try using it for your keyword research. I hope you guys found the value in this video, and I'll see you guys next time.